Saturn is the placement in our charts that shows our discipline to diet, exercise, and how our metabolism anabolizes the food we take in. We did Aries already. Today we are marching on to Taurus. Taurus is the sign of the bull and is known to be a bit stubborn in how they approach life. They aren't truly stubborn. They just know what they want, and they aren't going to let you get in the way or change course or direction easily once they've decided where they want to go. So how does this play out with your metabolism, your diet, your exercise plan, and your overall health? Let's find out today.
Welcome to the Alchemy, Astrology, and Astro Health podcast. I'm Ira Atla, medical astrologist, astroherbalist, and green witch. I was diagnosed with endometriosis at 19, and I was told I would never have children. I healed my body through the power of herbs, alternative health practitioners, energy healing, and more. At 28, I had the baby they said I would never have, without any interventions. I refused to believe that my body was not able to heal itself. Along this journey, I stumbled across medical astrology, and it resonated with me so much. I started down the path to learning this unique system that had been used for thousands of years in the medical community. I now help other women heal their bodies using their cosmic blueprint, the unique blueprint that every person has embedded in their DNA from the stars. This system helps me see what's going on in your body on a cosmic level and exactly how to help you give your body what it needs to heal itself. We are all uniquely and amazingly designed, and when we learn to work with our design, love ourselves for how we are designed to function, and integrate the cosmos into our lives, I truly believe that we can see true and lasting health brought into our lives. If you are ready to change your life, heal your body, and learn to deeply love who you are, this podcast is for you. Come join me as I discuss medical astrology, astronutrition, astroherbalism, health, wellness, spirituality, transformation, and so much more. I'm so excited you are joining me.
Saturn shows where discipline is needed to help us achieve our goals with our metabolism, eating, and weight loss. This can be a good placement to know and understand deeper if you are trying to reset your metabolism after years of yo-yo dieting and wrecking said metabolism, years of following fad diets, not listening to your body. So now knowing what to eat is difficult, if not impossible, and how to move your body to stay in shape and good health. Whether this be food, movements, beliefs, habits, etc., to help us achieve those goals, Saturn will show you the way and how easy or hard this can be. This is not a quick fix planet, y'all. This is not a band-aid solution, right? This is lasting change. So let's find out just how easily or how difficult it will be for you if you have your Saturn and Taurus. Saturn and Taurus may tend to pull away from indulging their senses and instead tend toward indulging their fearful thoughts or attachment to strict eating patterns, which can sometimes come across as maybe a little bit like an eating disorder, like orthorexia, where they're really like, we have to do A, B, and C, and everything has to be super healthy, So what this means is that they will lean more into their fear around not eating the right foods, following their diet strictly to a T, and moving their body in a very specific manner or being very rigid in all of their exercise plans, etc., right? So while discipline to actually follow through on the goals that they've set is admirable and what we all obviously are striving towards in life, Taurus in this placement can take it to extremes. This means you need to be aware of those natural tendencies toward being a bit over the top and too rigid, and remind yourself that flexibility is good and overall healthier, right, for you. I see this placement prone to experience fear around food a lot of times, a strong internal resistance to self-nourishment, and getting stuck in health ruts, meaning just repeating the same things over and over, even if it's no longer good for their specific health, their body, etc. Basically, y'all love food, but y'all love having someone else make it for you. And that is so much better for you as well, right? You need like a chef or other person in the house that does the cooking. And another thing that would be good here, because a personal chef isn't in everybody's budget, is like a meal service or one of those meal delivery things where they make them ahead of time and then you just have to like heat them up. That would work really well here. The Saturn-ruled anabolism is a bit slower here in this fixed earth sign that Taurus is, so it can lead to food being turned into fat instead of being used more appropriately for building up our muscles and our nutrient stores. So just know that movement in that case is essential here, so we are using the food appropriately for building up what we need and not just necessarily storing it as fat, right? Taurus rules the ear, nose, and throat area, the voice box, the thyroid with Mercury, and the digestive system with its sister sign Scorpio. So as such, in this placement, due to Saturn's restrictive, constrictive nature, I see restriction happening in the ear, nose, and throat area, toxic tonsils, chronic colds and sore throats, hypothyroidism, tight neck muscles, and even TMJ occurring here. Many of these actually come from a reflex action from Scorpio, and actually end up showing that your colon health needs attending to, and the bacteria, flora, fauna, and the microbiome actually could use some assistance. Saturn in Taurus can be very disciplined, and as mentioned above, almost to a fault. This sign loves to plan and have a plan to follow, and once they have decided to do something, can rarely be turned away from it. So if you have decided as a Saturn Taurus to change your health, exercise more, eat better, etc., you will trudge right along and just do that, right? Even begrudgingly sometimes, but you will still follow what the plan is. This fixed sign fixates on their goal and just keeps going. Due to this, I have seen them end up with injuries a lot of times because y'all will continue to trudge along even if you are sick or hurt or don't feel well or something else is going on. You'll just be like, well, the plan says. And so planned rest days are essential here for good health and ensuring that you don't get injured, right? You need to take those rest days, which you might find difficult to do or not so much. It depends. Depending if you have more strong Saturn Taurus placements in your chart, you might find that rest days are easy. In fact, maybe too easy, and that couch potato sets in, right? Good nutrition is proper here as well, is proper and needed here as well to promote healing too. So how do we work with this Saturn in Taurus to really help ensure that you move well, you eat well, and you help keep your metabolism happy? Number 1, buy or create a workout plan that incorporates plenty of rest days. Following this ensures you meet your goals, but you aren't overdoing it. And include activities that bring you outside, interact with nature or animals in some way, or end up just filling your creative reservoir in some way, shape, or form. Taurus heals a lot better, feels a lot better, does a lot better if they are around a lot of nature, gardening, animals of some kind. Dogs and horses tend to be the biggest ones for them, so throw some horse riding in there. Number 2, buy or create a nutrition plan that includes a wide variety of foods that are easy to make for yourself, or you can purchase a meal service, right? That has this. Nutrition is huge here. And as a food motivated person, you need to ensure you are eating things you enjoy in there too. So the 80-20 rule really applies here. Number 3, increase your fiber intake. With Scorpio loving to reflex back up to the Taurus ruled areas, you need plenty of fiber in your diet to keep those areas happy and not creating chaos, right, in the Taurus ruled systems, but it also keeps you from getting stuck physically and emotionally. If you don't have enough fiber in your life, you will literally feel emotionally constipated and possibly be physically constipated. So this is something you need in your life. So a high fiber intake. Number 4, proper training and feeding can create a powerhouse of an individual here. This placement usually builds muscle easily for the most part, but they need lots of mobility and flexibility built into their programs to prevent stagnation of both body and mind. I find a lot of people here are really good at bodybuilding, like lifting all the weights, doing all the stuff, but they have really poor mobility and flexibility, and they have like show muscles instead of, being able to be used muscles. And so they lack a lot of that flexibility. And this just points to the, inability sometimes to be flexible in their own lives, and it just is mirrored in the body. Flexibility and mobility are good here. So doing mobility exercises, yoga, body stuff that really forces you to be really flexible and on top of just building muscle, right? So don't get stuck in just bodybuilding or weightlifting or something like that. It has to be nice balance. Number 5, plenty of warm liquids here. Be this water, tea, coffee, whatever it is. Your system does better with warm over cold, and this will keep you happier and healthier overall. Number 6, a high fiber, high protein, healthy fat intake is the best for you. Carbs are necessary, but in moderation here, especially if you also have Venus or Jupiter in Taurus as well. Those 2 placements will give you a sweet tooth like you have never seen. Number 7, the best discipline thing you can do, add in walking. Walk after each meal for 10 to 20 minutes. Walk to the store instead of driving. Walk to the park and get out in nature. Hiking is really good here. Increasing your NEAT will improve your health overall. Number 8, slow controlled movements and a focus on strength exercises can improve your metabolism and ultimately your health. And again, add some flexibility in there, right? Number 9, since Saturn rules vitamin C and vitamin K, as well as calcium, increase the foods that contain these in your diet, as these are nutrients your body may need more of on a daily basis, especially if you have Saturn in conjunction with any other planet. Number 10, remember that while it's admirable to be disciplined in your approach to health and fitness, don't overdo it, right? Don't become so rigid that you literally injure yourself or become malnourished or create an eating disorder just to follow some plan or reach some goal, right? Moderation is key here. Lean into your sister sign Scorpio and learn to let go of your emotions through shadow work instead of eating. I hope that this gives you some better insight on how your metabolism works, how to create a healthy eating and movement plan, and how to work with the stagnant energy that Saturn can create in your life, right? And this will help you overall create your best and happy, most healthy life. If you wish to learn more about your metabolism and how it works specifically in your body, along with the nutrients you may need more of, and a plan of eating that works for you, grab an Astro Nutrition reading today with me. I would love to do that for you and give you guidance and all of that. And if you want someone else to come along with you in this journey, give you accountability along the way, develop intuitive eating plans, and push you out of your stagnant and indecisive nature, sign up for working one-to-one with me and I will change your entire fucking life. So we will chat soon. Love and light.
Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Alchemy, Astrology, and Astro Health. I hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as I enjoyed making it. You can find all relevant links to today's show in the show notes below. If you loved the show today, please subscribe, follow, and leave me a review. I love to hear your thoughts, and it helps me know what is a hit and to make more of that content, especially for you. If you want to learn more about me and how I can help you, head over to atlaastrology.com. There you can sign up for a medical astrology package, download my free sun sign and your health ebook, read the blog, and so much more. If you want to connect more outside the podcast, follow my Instagram channel @atlaastrology or join my Astro Connection community, the link to which you can find in the show notes. Until next time, love and light.